Okay, and on that note, welcome back everybody. Coming up on the Kraus radio show, the Heat finally win the NBA Finals. LeBron is finally a champion. Yep, and also coming up today, we got Sabres stuff, all their situation. They made a couple of trades, free agency coming up. Our hockey analyst Nick Kraus coming up in just a few minutes.
I got a haircut.
Yep, he got a haircut. You can't fix stupid. After all this time, track finally makes a good rule. They finally make a rule if there's a tie. After all this time, we'll explain. It's the Joe Shift Show. YCN live from the Mopo. Welcome back, everybody. Joe Shift Show. YCN on the Youth Center Radio Network, brought to you by L Snack Shack at New York. Patties today live from the Mopo for our second straight season. Joe Kraus with the lovable Medina and our hockey analyst Nick Kraus. Nick, stay put for a few minutes and we'll get to Sabres in just a little bit. But Louis, our top story on this Monday, July 2nd, 2012, the Heat win the NBA Finals over the Thunder, 121-106. LeBron James, the Finals MVP, 26 points, 11 rebounds, 13 assists. LeBron's the 8th player in NBA history with 3 or more MVPs and a title. He's also the 5th player with a triple-double and a title-clinching game. Magic Johnson did it twice. Larry Bird did it once. It's the first since Tim Duncan back in 2003. Did you watch the NBA Finals at all, Lou?
Not really. Not much. I watched it all over.
I mean, for me, the NBA, it's sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. It just depends about, it just depends who the teams are and stuff like that. But I'm glad that LeBron finally won, because now everybody can stop talking about him, and I mean, he did the right thing. He went where he wanted to go. So just to let you know, folks, check out on the Youth Center website, there's a link to the Joe Kraus radio show blog. It's still in the works, a little editing there, if you will. But I just wrote this up. It's just a little preview of what you will be expecting. So, hey Dan Gilbert, how's your plan of winning a championship before LeBron James working out? You know, that prophecy of yours about the Cavs winning a title before King James. When you woke up on Friday morning, you were probably trying to get it off your mind, drinking coffee along with your egg and smiley face bacon. You had the chance for 7 years, but you surrounded with players like Larry Hughes and Mo Williams. And that, folks, is just a little preview of my first blog ever called Why Dan Gilbert Should Be Embarrassed. You can check that out on the Joe Kraus Radio Show blog. Alright, moving on to other events that's been happening. Have you watched the X Games at all? Nick, it's bringing our hockey analyst Nick Kraus. Nick, tell our viewers about the Hot Wheels Double Dare Wheel. If you are a 7-year-old boy, it's pretty amazing. Tell me.
It's like the Hot Wheels track they would put together, but they did it with real cars.
So, yeah, it was actually pretty cool to watch. Well, I didn't actually see it live, but I saw the replay. But it was pretty cool. All right, so the Sabres, wow, they have made a couple of moves as of late in the NHL draft. And I can find it. Sabres in the first round with the 12th pick, center Mikhail Yurchenko, and then with the 14th pick, they picked another center, Zemgus Girgensons. Nick, in your mind, who is going to be with the Sabres first, Yurchenko or Girgensons?
Probably Girgensons.
Yeah. He's supposed to be really good, but can I just say, Rick Janarette, that's going to be a tongue twister with Yurchenko and Girgensons. That's going to be very hard to say, but he's Rick Janarette. And I don't know if you heard, Louis, but Rick is going to be doing all the games next season on WGR Sports Radio 550. Then the Sabres in the second round, picking defenseman Jake McCabe.
And he's going to the Hockey Hall of Fame.
Yep, the Hockey Hall of Fame. Third round, center Justin Key. In the fifth round, another center, Logan Nelson. Goalie Linus Ullmark was taken in the sixth round. Defenseman Brady Austin in the seventh. And Judd Peterson was taken 204th overall. Now, these guys are probably going to have a chance in the next couple of years to be up there, but it's going to be a while. I don't know if you heard this, Lou, but Larry Bird is leaving the team. He is not going to be the Pacers' president of basketball operations next season. He's the first ever to win the MVP, Coach of the Year, and Executive of the Year. So that's pretty big news. And Roy Hibbert is now a free agent, so the Pacers, they could be losing a lot of guys. You guys watched the NBA draft, right? Hopefully a lot of you guys at home watched it.
Anthony Davis going to the Hornets.
The Hornets actually look pretty good. They are stacked with Anthony Davis and they're picking Austin Rivers 10th overall. But the Celtics, in the past week or so, they've re-signed KG to a 3-year, $34 million deal. They drafted Jared Sullinger and Fab Melo, 2 of the top 20 draft prospects. And they're going to re-sign Ray Allen. They're going to get Avery Bradley from injury. And Miami, after winning a championship, they really haven't done a lot. So watch out, Louis, for the Celtics to come out of the game. Coming up next, why there might be an NHL lockout again in the next 5 years. You will be shocked at how much Sidney Crosby is being paid. That and more coming up next on the Youth Center Radio Network. Welcome back, everybody. Drew Show, YCRN. He's looking at my left. Dick Kraus, our hockey analyst. On our right, we also have the summer basketball rosters, which we will reveal to you in about 5 minutes. But we got Sidney Crosby as one of our stories. The Penguins and center Sidney Crosby agreed to a 12-year, $104.4 million extension. Nick, because of all these huge contracts, will there be another lockout in the next 5 to 10 years?
No, I don't think so. I think that these players have earned it, and I think like baseball, Albert Pujols got signed to a 10-year, $200 million.
Yeah, but that's baseball. I mean, Sidney Crosby's been out pretty much for the past 2 seasons. It's sort of risky, but
he's still in the face.
Yeah, he is a face of the franchise. But it's in my part, I don't know if I would want to give him all that money. Maybe like a 6-year deal. But I mean, when he comes out of Pittsburgh, Louis, instead of being the Sid the kid, he's gonna be Sid the old man. So, you know. Alright, so the Sabres, they have got lots of stuff to do. Let's look at the Sabres center situation. Brought to you by Galassi's home of the nightmare. Derek Roy has 1 year left at his contract, a $4 million cap hit, 70 goals, 44 points in 80 games last season, a -7 rating. He might be going this summer because, you know, I mean, he's a veteran. He's supposed to be playing on more than that. So I think he might be gone. Tyler Ryan is a restricted free agent. Darcy Regier saying yesterday that they are negotiating right now. Restricted free agent, 15 goals, 34 points in 48 games last season. Cody Hodgson, he should be on the team next year because he had a heck of a year. He has 1 year left, $1.667 million cap hit, 19 goals, 40 points in 83 games, 8 points, and a -7 rating with the Sabres. So he and Foligno, which we'll get to his stats in just a little bit, but I think that, Nick, the Sabres have to re-sign Cody Hodgson.
Yes, they do. They gave up some players for him, and I think that this kid should be on the team.
Jochen Hodgson, unrestricted free agent. He is likely to retire. 4 goals, 8 points in 22 games. I'm sorry, Jochen fans, but do not expect him to be back next season because with the concussions and all that stuff. So, you know, Cody McCormick, 2 years left, $1.2 million cap hit, 1 goal, 4 points in 50 games, a -1 rating. But, I mean, here's the thing with the Sabres centers. After Roy and after Ennis, and Hodgson, who else do you really have? Because there really isn't a lot. And there really isn't a lot in free agency. Ollie Johnson of Calgary is probably their best one out there, but it's very thin in free agency. Their winger situation, Thomas Fagg, he is 2 years under contract, left a $7.143 million cap hit, 26 goals, 61 points in 78 games, -6 rating. Patty Glass, a restricted free agent. Billy Leno, right now, he could possibly be considered the biggest free agent bust ever. He's under contract for 5 more years, $4.5 million cap hit, 8 goals, 25 points in 71 games, a -2 rating. Nick, they gave this guy a 6-year, $23 million deal, and so far he's not living up to the hype. What does he have to do this season? Because we all know that Terry Bagula has some money. and if he doesn't show up to the plate this year, he might be going somewhere. So what does he have to do this season?
He has to play better hockey.
Okay, and you know, that's basically the winger situation right there. There's a few more other guys. Jordan Leopold, 1 year left, they have to re-sign this guy, and we will tell you that next when we come back. It's the Joe Shea Show on West Here. Welcome back, everybody. Joe Shea Show, West Here on the USA Radio Network. Before we went to break, we told you why the Sabres need to keep Jordan Leopold after this season. It is 1 year left, $3 million cap hit, 10 goals, 24 points in 79 games, a +4 rating, and 23 goals the past 2 seasons with the Sabres. It's the best stretch by a Buffalo defenseman since Alexei Zitnik in the 1990s. That is impressive. They needed this guy. Great locker room presence. He is actually really, really good if you've seen him play. So that's basically it for the Sabres. I don't know. Let's see what happens, Louis. Alright, folks, it's the moment that you've all been waiting for.
Summer basketball roster.
Yep, the summer basketball reveal show. I don't know where Corey Miss went, but I guess he went to go play basketball. And he's a kid from Tonawanda, but we are going to do it without him. Your top 5 things you need to know. Number 5, Derek Jeter got his 1,500th win before his 1,000th loss. Number 4, Jeter passed Cal Ripken Jr. to 13th all time in hits. And here is your NT USA Summer Basketball. Number 3, the Thunder win in a close one over Bulls, 35-31. Anthony Brophy, 26 points, 8 rebounds for the Thunder. Trevor Buck, 10 points, 4 rebounds, and an assist for the Bulls. Number 2, the Heat win over the Lakers, 38-13. Jake Lemke, 13 points, 6 rebounds. Zach Woodard, 12 points, 13 rebounds, and 4 assists. And Brandon Castelline, 8 points and 9 rebounds for the Lakers. And at number 1, the Mavericks win over the Celtics in OT, 66-60. Chris Richards, 32 points, 10 rebounds, and an assist. Bam O'Brien, 12, 10, and an assist. Alex Quinn, the man-child, the beast from the East, if you will, 33 points, 15 rebounds, and 2 assists. Here are the rosters for the Bulls: Trevor Book, Bobby Brower, Josh Farnsworth, Jordan Fox, Nick Julian, Kevin Martinelli, Jake Saran, and Nate Wilkinson rounding it out. They actually are pretty loaded, Louis, with Trevor and Bobby. I think it's going to be difficult for the first couple of weeks because Nick, like you mentioned before, Trevor and Jordan, they sort of play the same style, but I think that they'll be able to work it out.
Bobby hasn't been here.
And
Bobby's on vacation.
Bobby is chilling out somewhere
Man.
in Maine. That's actually probably a good vacation spot. But I think in the Bulls, they can make it running. Celtics, Alex Quinn, as we mentioned, he is going to be lights out all season, folks. If you want to see a really good basketball player, you have to come down here and watch him. Drew Krantz.
And me.
Yeah, but we're not getting to that yet. Drew Krantz, when we saw him at Syracuse, Lou, he was a heck of a player, a very good player, a very good leader, knows how to shoot the J, so I think that he's going to be very good. All right, the Heat. Yours truly is coming out of retirement after 5 years. I still got the Magic. I'm pulling the Magic Johnson on everybody. I'm coming out, and I'm going to be ready to come out here and play some basketball. Show the younger guys how it's done, if you know what I'm saying. Nick, let's just say this about Nick Kraus. And I'm not trying to flare you or anything, but hopefully, if you haven't seen that stutter step, that is probably one of the greatest. Probably one of the greatest plays in Rock basketball history. With the stutter step, and that was good. Jake Lemke, Kyle McNeil, Zach Woodard, Eli Williams, and I predict that the Heat and the Thunder are going to be in the finals. Just saying. Lakers, the Castelline brothers, Austin Ash, Mike O'Connor for the Lakers. They actually have a very good team. The Mavericks are loaded. Colin Beach, James Cavalieri, Joe G, our good buddy, Chris Richards, Dave Worth, Pat Milbrand, Will Hearn, and Patrick McCann. Can I just say, Chris Richards, he's going to play 30, 10, and 10 pretty much every single game. This guy is lights up. He is the best. If you haven't seen him shoot 3-pointers, it is the best. And the Thunder, Anthony Brophy, there's just nothing I can say. I've said it basically the whole winter. What a player, Louis. Just what an unbelievable player. And too bad he's not going to be at NC High. But he is just amazing. Chris Boyd also on that team with some title experience. And Javon Noli. Alex, you've heard from your sources that he's supposed to be a really good player. So
I've seen him. He's a big boy.
He is. Watch out. I'm picking Javon Noli as my wild card player.
He possibly might be traded though, Joe. So
possibly might be traded to where?
He's on the trading block right now.
On the trading block. So if we hear any trade moves, we will get that to you as quickly as possible. All right. So that is going to do it for us. You got any plans for 4th of July, Lou?
No.
Just staying here in good old NT. I'm probably just gonna see some fireworks. You know, happy 4th of July to all you. USA, God bless USA, and we'll see you later. See you at Center Radio Network. See you then.